Yo, Crazy-Jhu here. New video. I'm back. Talking. No music. Just talking. Let's see. The other day, discussion. Arguments about the heroes once again. Actually, it's every fucking minute of the day on Discord that people asking the same question. What hero? Is this team good? Is this team good? Is this team good? Is this team good? And then you see players making teams with 3 tanks and 2 healers, and then I'm wondering how the hell you gonna do some decent damage other than trying to stall the fight until every enemy has a full energy bar and can ult, do ult after ult after ult after ult. I mean, the fight needs to be done as fast as possible, so you need damage dealers, boosters, you need support, you need speed. I mean, how hard can it be to understand that principle? Yes, you can use a tank. Yes, you don't per se need to use a tank, but you can use a tank. Some tanks are really valuable to certain type of fights. But that's the thing. How can a player like me give solid advice to a complete free to play player? The only question you need to ask yourself is, are you in for the long run, or are you in for, let's say, a year and you're fed up with the game? Then no type of advice will actually do anything for you, because you're not here to play on the long run. If you're here to play on the long run, you don't have to have just one team, because that's bullshit. It's utterly bollocks. It is simple. You really need to have some type of amount of heroes, and just not 5, because the 5 won't do everything you need to do in the game. It simply doesn't. It's not possible. You're gonna fail anywhere. You're gonna be good maybe in arena, but you're gonna fail in Asgard, you're gonna fail in adventures, you're gonna fail in campaign. The thing is, you don't need to build a team to do campaign, because also that is bollocks. It's stupid. What you can do is make a team of heroes that will provide practically everything. I mean, is that possible? These texts, like, I gotta admit, camouflage is much harder in the city than in the jungle. Literally, I have to strap stone blocks to myself. This is what Heidi says. Okay, whatever. Meant to be funny, I guess, but doesn't affect me really. So which tank is good? Yeah, every tank has its bonus, every tank has its weakness. And is there a best tank? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm a Corvus fan. I mean, if there is any tank I'm gonna choose, it's basically always Corvus. I don't know why, but I like him. I really do. He's the king of the fucking underworld. I mean, I use him to do my campaign together with 4 members of Osh team, and it never gave me any trouble. I never lost a hero in any fight. I always fought 3 stars, all the way through Seymour, and beat the shit out of Seymour without actually breaking any sweat. But did I do all that when I was level 55? No. I play in a very different way than most free to players go. They just want to show off on Discord and Hey man, I'm at chapter 14. I'm level 65, and but I'm stuck at Path of Madness or the Runaway Princess. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, how is that even possible that you get stuck? Seriously. I mean, this campaign teaches you some stuff, but you just have to see it. I mean, if you're fighting the Runaway Princess, or let's say Path of Madness, you see the Priest of Seymour, and he heals the crap out of his members, and you have to break through and kill him. So the logic answer to that would be use Cornelius. And if Cornelius isn't strong enough, you use Faceless. So when Cornelius does his ultimate, you copy that ultimate with Faceless, and then Priest of Seymour dies. Of course, that would be logical. But if you're gonna build everything around those two, you're fucked in the future. Really. Does that mean that Cornelius and Faceless are bad heroes? No, actually, they're pretty damn good, but not everything is. Not every opponent is based on high intelligence, because the high intelligence makes your Cornelius pretty strong, because he will attack the hero with the highest intelligence, and the higher that intelligence is, the more damage that he will do. See, that's why you can use him to kill the Priest of Seymour, because his main stat is intelligence, and if you have a weaker Cornelius, you can copy Cornelius with Faceless, because that's what Faceless is doing. Just copy with his own stats, of course. He copied that same thing, so he drops, and then you drop Faceless. So you throw that rock to Seymour, to the Priest of Seymour twice, and then the priest is dead, and then the fight is over, because actually the Priest of Seymour in Path of Madness is the only obstacle you need to overcome. And if you can't do that, you time out, which happens a lot, really a lot. But really, do you need to go upgrade those two? Because that's additional, right? I mean, remember when I said you you don't need five heroes, you need a little more, maybe seven or eight heroes to do everything in the game and be pretty successful. Doesn't make you overpowered or anything, because the pay to win and the pay to pay players will always be better and stronger, maybe not better in skill and knowledge. You, I'm not saying that, but they have more choices to counter you as a free to play player, because you're not even in that league. You never see them. You see them in top arena 5, 10, 50, and if you're skilled and you learned a lot, you as a free to player are capable to get in that range and really be a pain in the ass to these guys. Really, it's possible. But that doesn't break away the fact that you don't really need to use Faceless and uh, Cornelius to overcome Chapter 14. I mean, everybody, every single player needs to have the five members of our team. It's, I mean, maybe it's even mandatory. I don't know. But you really need that. And do you need to use the Arch team every time? No. That's why I picked Corvus as the tank. And before I have to explain every single thing about that, I'm gonna show you what Corvus means to me and what he can be of use to you. Does it mean that there is no other tank that can do what he can do? Actually, no. There is none. because he has that altar, and that altar, his own fucking totem. Just watch. Just watch. It's very simple. I'm not gonna speed things up right now, but you will see when he drops his fire blast. There we go. Come on. It's getting there. It's getting there. Look at the damage. Look at the damage you will see when he drops that. He will hit that totem and look at that. Poof. I mean, it can go fast. And of course, the biggest damage dealer now is Heidi. And this Albus is doing a great thing as well. See, the reason why you can use Corvus is you don't really need to destroy them pillars to actually kill him. It's a bonus if you kill it, but you really don't need to. I mean, if you use the Osh team without Nebula and use Corvus as a tank, but every other member is Osh team, you just defeat him by Corvus his altar because he's destroying himself. I mean, he blasts his thing and it reflects just right back at him. And boof, okay. I destroy the pillars, which is okay. I'm gonna speed a little bit. Speed a little bit. It's earth. Just wait until it's fire. And there we go. Hopefully they don't destroy them pillars, but I think they're gonna do that. I don't know. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. Now he's gonna blast, and then you will see all the damage he's gonna get because he's blasting. And there we go. All that damage just from the pillar. I mean, 3 heroes beating the shit out of him just because of Corvus. I mean, this is awesome. There we go. Damage taken. Healing. I mean, there is no real healer in there, right? I mean, she can heal a portion, and Heidi was standing in between. Actually, she was standing in between those two. But the patron pet Oliver will heal Corvus as well when needed, right? I mean, I can do Path of Madness, and you really need a tank for that, really, because he's gonna take everything that is coming to him, and then you have Jhu, and come, let's use her and see what happens. I don't know if I can kill the priest with that because, but Osh team is answer to many problems. I mean, he's actually under a spell or whatever, And if that is your damage dealer, then you're gonna miss some of these things. There you go. There we go. And now in this fight, a lot of problems. People just time out. Oh, he's dropping him. He's dropping him. There he goes. There he goes. Yeah, look at that. Jew, people. Jew. Not Cornelius plus Faceless. You don't need those two. You just need Jew. Jew, Jew, Jew. Crazy fucking Jew. Lazy crazy Jew. Let's go. Hopefully I don't time out. I think I have some kind of problem, I guess, but let's go. Come on, kill that sphere. This would be dumb if I lose. But I just need some physical attack, I guess. Oh, we did it. Nice. I mean, Jew did 14 million, 2 million damage taken, and we did some healing, and he can heal himself. So, Jew is the answer to a lot of issues in campaign. So, what heroes do you need to upgrade? Not everything that is wandering here and no, and I want Jasmine, I want Phobos, I want Alphanor, and yeah, they all good heroes, great heroes, and whatever, but if you limit it, keep it simple. Do your Arch team with 2 or maybe 3 additional heroes so you can form teams for Arena using maybe Dante or even Heidi or even Amira. You can use Amira with a portion of Arch team, still be good. I mean, that Arch team is actually laying a foundation of success for you. I mean, for every player around there. It is, because if you're not a whale and you're not gonna get a Red plus 2 hero in the next year or year and a half or maybe 2 years, I mean, you have to roll with the tools you have. You have to work with the tools you got. You have to work in your own capabilities. And I mean, you cannot exceed yourself by doing extra when there is nothing you can use to do that extra. No extra energy, no extra this, no extra that. So, is there a main team? No, there is never a main team. Because only free to play players will say I have a main team, but they use that team for everything. And they will fail a lot. And then you see them come to Discord and ask what they need to use, but they are limited. And it pains me, to be honest, to try and give them solid advice, but you have to understand that certain heroes that are really, really good only become really, really good when you invest in them, and they're actually pretty bad at start. I mean, for example, Sebastian isn't really that great at the start. He dies a lot, he gets his ass whooped every single fight, and then some players, not everybody, but a really big portion of the players will stop investing in Sebastian because they see him die a lot, and when he's dead, he doesn't have after that aura or whatever, so they stop and they come into chat and they say, "Yeah, Sebastian, no good." That's your experience, of course. And are you right or wrong? At that moment, you are right, but you also have to accept that players like myself and many others know that he is good. Really, he's really, really good. But to you, in your experience, he's bad because he dies too fast. But that's because you're not actually in the range of him being any good. And it's for a lot of heroes the same thing. They become really good when you upgrade them. And some heroes do it backwards. They are overpowered from the start on, but it lingers off once you start upgrading them because there are too many counters. And then I speak about Jasmine. Jasmine is really, if you don't have anything against her and you face her, you die. You simply die. The same for Dante. Dante is pretty good, but he keeps getting better. He's good from the start. He's even better when you have him upgraded fully at max. But also he got counters, which that's the thing of the game. You I mean, basically you can't win everything. You will lose a lot in the arena. If you're a top player, you will lose a lot in arena because all these top players have counters for you. Your defending team can be changed every 3 seconds. I mean, it's there. You're not gonna stand there and change every hour or every 5 minutes to a different team. It's just there. It's not about defending. Arena is about attacking at the right moment to get your payout. And if you have all the counters to all these top teams, you will end up first every single day. It's simple as that. I mean, there is no best team. There is always a team out there that beats you, and vice versa. It's just like that. But you have to ask yourself, which heroes and team is worth my time to upgrade and not be a prisoner of the game. I mean, if you start upgrading 20 heroes and you're free to play, you're the prisoner of your own way of play. It's that simple. It's not. I mean, it's not that you really need those 20 heroes. Eventually, you do, but you only need them when you're whaling. For me, it's not important to be number one. It's not important to be in top 50. It's not important to be top 100. For me, it's important that I contribute to the guild, to the 29 other players that are playing the game with me in the same guild. It's about supporting them, supporting me. I mean, yeah, it's nice to win Guild War fights. It's nice to win Clash of War fights. But if I lose them, I lose them. I mean, if I close my laptop, there is no game anymore. It's only there when I open it and I start playing. So, to conclude this video, you don't need 20 heroes. It's free to play. You don't really need them. What you need is Arch Team and bring in two additional, maybe three additional heroes to be successful in Arch fights. You really need Isaac to have big health and a good upgraded Oliver. And of course, his armor penetration, um, things that he provides for the team will need to have some boost as well because so do you really need to upgrade Isaac at max top whatever and everything max top whatever? Eventually you're gonna max him out eventually, but I mean it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So get your Rush team together. Nebula is used a lot in many different teams because she boosts physical attack as well as magic attack. Excuse me. So she's never a waste. She's never wasted. Jhu never a waste. You can use him in many fights. Truly, you can. He's not a great arena fighter, but you can still use him in arena and win the fight. You have Isaac, the mage counter number one. I mean, never a waste. Always nice to have him around. Then Sebastian, debuff king, whatever. He can boost crit, whatever. He's good. He's always good. You can use him in many, many teams. Martha, hey, if nobody has anything against her teapot, she's the best healer in the game. She will heal vast amount of health lost as long as her teapot is not damaged. There are heroes that can counter that teapot pretty well, and now I'm speaking about Aurora. When you fight Aurora, Martha won't heal that much. That teapot will be destroyed in seconds, and hopefully she healed enough to get you keep or to keep you going, to be honest. But I use her not for the healing part. I use her for the speed boost. I use her for armor. The healing part is bonus. I want to end the fight as fast as possible so I don't need her to heal anything. So 5 heroes that can be used in lots of fights. And then you choose 2, maybe 3 other heroes and build them. Enjoy the game. If you're free to play, stop looking at high ranking arena fights, because it's nice that you put everything in your Dante and nothing in anything else, and then you're gonna fight top arena. But if you put everything into Dante, eventually you will upgrade him to a certain level that you need items that you just can't get because your overall team is not strong enough to beat campaign that high. But if you solely upgrade Dante, then you're not a Hero Wars fighter. You are a Hero Wars arena fighter, and you only think about high ranking arena things, payouts that are futile to me personally. Because you're only gonna be good in arena fights and maybe the Clash of War fight, but just one fight, just one lousy ass fight. So you're gonna give everything to Dante, and you do just one thing in the game: PvP, arena fights, Clash of War fight, and Guild War fight. Just one fight, one stupid ass fight. Nothing else you can do because you get your ass beaten every single time because you have nothing to show for. Just a big ass Dante. That's it. If that's how you want to play, then just ignore what I just said. Really. If you want to move forward in a different way, in a more balanced way, in a way that you will never encounter any type of problems in whatever. I mean, if you have Osh team and these two, no adventure will ever give you any trouble. Not the 100% physical resist, not the 100% pure resist, not the 100% magic resist. It's just it's not happening. I mean, let's say if you are bold enough to upgrade not this one, just this row upstairs and this one upstairs. So that's 9 heroes. No adventure will ever stop you. No adventure, not any route will ever stop you. And you don't need 3 fucking teams like 16, 18, 20, 21 heroes to make teams to overcome all those paths. No, no, stop, stop shitting yourself. Whatever. Stop kidding yourself. Stop lying. Stop thinking about, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. Those seven that I started with gave me everything I have right now. And I brought in Heidi, I brought in Iris, I brought in Polaris, I brought in Dorian. I mean, but it goes down really fast with the ranks, and because I'm not a whale, I'm just pay to play. Just a certain amount of money I will spend on the game. And it's not in the heroes I do that, it's all in the titans I do. But I still have my heroes. I mean, I can walk the walk, I can talk the talk. I'm not the best player, far from it, really. I mean, I don't know if Naughty Ninja watches my videos. I don't think he does. But he's a badass player. He really is. And I'm not joking. He is. He knows a lot. Really a lot. And he plays free to play, I think. But he's really good. He's really good. He knows, he understands that you just don't put everything in one hero because you're gonna get stranded eventually, and all the time you wasted on one hero will set you back again for the thousandth time. I mean, go for it. Be bold. If you're in if you're in for the long run, upgrade them. Ash team, and maybe for you, Ash team, Dante, and let's say Favnir, because a lot of players use him. Favnir. That's seven. You don't use the tank. It's your choice. I mean, I use the tank because I like Corvus a lot. That's it. I mean, I hope you learn something. It's all in big lines. I explain these things, not too many details, because everybody can learn about the details just by clicking on the hero, the skills, read the skills, compare the skills with other heroes, and then you can find a good synergy in the team, or even a bad synergy. Still, you can still win games because you just use the particular counter to counter the other team that has maybe better synergy but couldn't overcome your counter. I mean, there are a lot of things. It's hard to explain everything. I mean, if people ask what's the best team, I always answer there is no best team. Every team can be beaten. What's the best Titan team? Yeah, maybe that's a little easier, but I mean, free to play don't mind Titans. They don't give a shit. They just give a damn about a maxed out Dante and purple or blue other heroes and think they are woohoo badass and strong until they fight a whale, or maybe a team that has actually five upgraded heroes. They're gonna get their ass whooped. Period. And whatever you do, don't fucking use Kane as team pet when you use Dante tank. Because when you do, I will come kill you with my Dante tank, but with Axel. So peace out. Take care. What is my last sentence again? Shit, I forgot. Thank you for watching. Take care of each other and be well.